99X, it's Barnes, it's Leslie. Be on the lookout. We just did the Green Day double play, so it could happen now at any moment. We might even do it again. You never know. It could happen at any moment.
Hey, do you love deals? Barnes, I love sweet deals. Do you?
Of course I do. And this site's got really good ones.
Sweetdeals.com/Atlanta. When I say half off on a lot of things and sometimes even more than that, you should also check it regularly. I just found the Island in Pigeon Forge. 2 tickets, half off. Yeah. How about Mount Asia, Marietta? Now, this is really cool. 6 hours of unlimited go-karts and mini golf. We're all looking for things indoors because it's so darn hot. $5? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's even more than half off. Ripley's Haunted Adventure, also half off. Check it out, sweetdeals.com/Atlanta.
A couple of travel things I wanted to mention that are going on. One of them, I grew up as a kid with Southwest Airlines. And as a kid, that was the airline that I knew out of Corpus Christi, Texas. It was a big Texas airline. They have finally cratered to everybody, and now they're going to have reserved seats.
I saw that, and I fly them regularly.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that because, normally I would pay like the extra charge just so that I could get into the A section, which isn't a lot of money. But now I'm like, oh, is this good or not? Because I have to have an aisle seat.
You're claustrophobic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Terribly.
so you're going to have to, well, at least you don't have to, set an alarm for 24 hours before and call
That's true.
Or whatever you do, check in online to get your, that's so confusing to me. But now they are going to charge some sort of premium for, I don't know what, maybe the exit row, I think, is going to be a premium charge. Now, what's next? The luggage?
I hope not, because I really like them. And wait, is this Barnes's Travel Corner?
It might be. Just a little travel corner-ish. But so that they haven't announced that I've seen yet when that's going to happen, but it's coming.
I think it's next year.
I don't fly them that often, especially with the seat facing the other direction. Don't care for that. The one towards the front, I guess, where you're facing the other way.
I don't know if that exists. I haven't seen that in ages.
Oh, they took that away?
Yeah,
oh, good.
I fly them all the time. Yeah.
Okay, and so did you see this flight going from, I think it was from Houston to Boston, the United flight over the weekend?
What happened?
They had to divert and land in D.C., so apparently a passenger threw up in the back. They're calling it a biohazard. Threw up in the back, and then all the crew started throwing up, and then all
because
the people.
The one passenger.
I guess.
So everybody's throwing up?
It was a throw-up party, and they had to land and treat, it was almost 160 people or something to get treated. 155, I just looked at it, needed medical assistance.
And it all started with one person.
Yes, and I don't know what they're calling the biohazard, but apparently enough to make the whole crew start doing it, and then everybody else, you're having that reflex because
you're thinking about
toxicity.
You're in a small, quarters, and you're smelling this, and obviously it probably made other people sick.
I cannot imagine being on that flight. So they landed in D.C. They're probably still cleaning the plane. Then there was this Naples, Florida incident that happened. I believe this happened Sunday night, and it's this restaurant that has had issues before. 9 people injured after this roof collapsed. It was in Naples at La Trattoria. A lot of people I know from Atlanta go down to Naples.
So wait a second. The roof collapsed on the customers.
Yes, people inside. First responders worked to help get people out of the building. 7 of those injured were taken to the hospital. That restaurant opened in 2018. They're closing it for an investigation. In 2011, a restaurant opened in that same location, but a different restaurant, was rocked by a propane explosion.
Is this place jinxed?
Well, you tell me. That's 2 under 2 totally different clocks. And then this dude over the weekend, one last one in Cobb County, this guy was trying to find his cell phone and fell into a well.
Now, this goes back to those freak accidents we talked about. Remember the YouTuber, the girl that fell in that gorge?
Yes, especially if you're out hiking and it's getting
slippery?
late, or just getting late and dark, and you don't see. I don't know how you would walk into a well, but this dude lost his phone and was like looking around for it, and next thing you know, he's in a well 50 feet down. Well, his son is still up looking for the cell phone. So the dude's like, they went into the woods, and only the son came back out, and he called, I guess, 911. They came out, and somehow they heard, well, at first they heard his phone in the woods, and then someone heard him screaming, and they found him at the bottom of a 50-foot well.
Imagine if his son wasn't with him. No one would be looking for him.
Right? Well, they might be looking, but I don't know if they would know.
Oh, that well thing has happened before. That's a terrible story.
How is that just right? I thought wells were raised up.
No, I saw a story about this a couple of weeks ago. They found remains from someone that fell in a well.
Well, kudos to the Cobb County whole crew.
Yes.
I mean, all the, emergency
Absolutely.
and police for getting this dude out alive. You can see stuff online about it. This guy's from Austell. That is freaking scary.
Yeah, especially at night if it's dark and there's a hole or whatever. But these well stories do exist.
Yeah. Did you see that movie, The Thief Collector?
No, was that about a well?
It just made me think of that because I just watched it over the weekend. It's about this famous art heist. It's a true crime thing. And they think that this dude buried a guy in a septic tank.
Ugh.
And think about, that's more like you would walk into if the lid was off in the middle of the night.
Let's not talk. My claustrophobia is kicking in.
But they had to bring a dude out with looks like a little baby carriage that has radar, and they go all over the septic tank and they look for, disruptions in the earth.
What's going to kill you first, the septic or the tank?
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's a Barnes Travel Corner, but just some travel. I mean, you have to travel to get to these places, so I guess that makes it qualified. Okay, another Green Day double play could happen very soon. You are on the Morning X. Celebrity Sleaze is coming up next on 99X.